Somebody just entered the room.
Okay. Who is it that entered the room?
Are they the police?
17 people killed in a mass shooting at a Florida high school.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh my god! Hands, put your hands up. Please.
And I know your best friend was shot right next to you.
Yeah.
Do you know how she's doing?
Yeah.
Have you been able to hear what happened to her?
Yeah, unfortunately, she didn't make it.
Is that our neighbors will not have to go through other school shooter drills when we have had our say with the government, and maybe the adults have gotten used to saying it is what it is, but if us students have learned anything, it's that if you don't study, you will fail. And in this case, if you actively do nothing, people continually end up dead. So it's time to start doing something. No laws could have been able to prevent the hundreds of senseless tragedies that have occurred. We call BS! That us kids don't know what we're talking about, that we're too young to understand how the government works. We call BS!
Students from Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, and thousands of others marched on the state capitol in Tallahassee today.
They plan to urge Florida lawmakers to pass stronger gun safety laws.
Unfortunately, the horrible tragedy that happened, the students took some action. It's a very important issue. There's some serious problems with guns that are not needed. We're not talking about stripping the Second Amendment. We're not talking about infringing on people's rights to own a gun and have a concealed weapon. We're behind them on wanting to make sure that this massacre never happens again.
This is about a discussion. This is about us demanding
Little by
change.
little, steps are being made. We'll see today what happens if the bill gets signed. I'm in favor of Rick Scott signing it. I'm pretty sure he's going to. There's much more that needs to be done, though. It's a start.
Had the building surrounded. Outside, thousands protested, including Stoneman Douglas Jr., Ashley Santoro.
If we are going to protect our future, why are we not protecting our children?
The fact that it has continued to happen where we've had mass shootings at schools across America and very little seems to be done. So when the students took it upon themselves to go to the streets, go to the media, come up here and protest, I decided I also wanted to join them. I think that if the legislature, not just Florida, but legislatures across the country don't listen to the children, listen to the young people, and heed their warning, these young people are going to be able to vote, and they're going to vote them out of office. And it's not a Republican or Democrat issue, it is a right versus wrong. Kids want to go to school to learn, they need to be safe, and arming teachers is not going to make them safe. If the state legislature here in Florida doesn't arm themselves, they have armed guards at the entrance, they check our bags, there are professionals who carry the weapons. The members of the House and the Senate come in unarmed. Then why would they expect teachers to walk into the classroom with weapons? They're asking us to do something that we're not, most of us aren't prepared to do. Most of us are not qualified to do. I am not in the military. I am not in law enforcement. Okay, accidents can happen. And the state of Florida has not addressed who's going to be liable. I'm hoping that by Monday, once they've had the 72-hour period for the budget to have sat on the desk, that Governor Scott will sign the bill, but that he will issue a line item veto of the funding portion of the bill. That's all we're asking for. We want everything else in the bill. We just do not want the money to be appropriated to actually pay for teachers to carry weapons on school grounds.
Students protested outside the House chamber, making sure their message could be heard inside.
Students united will never be divided. Students united will never be divided. Students united will never be divided.
We're the mass shooting generation. I was born.
We're the mass shooting generation.
I was born months after Columbine. I'm 17 years old, and we've had 17 years of
I don't
mass
believe
shootings.
that this insane monster should have ever been able to obtain a firearm.
We're going to be doing a march in March on Washington where we get students all over the country are going to be joining us.
You just told this group of people that you are standing up for them. You're not standing up for them until you say, I want less weapons.
Because you are either with us or against us at this point.
On February 14th, 2018, our home was invaded and 17 of our family members were killed.
My name is Angelina Lazo, and I go to Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. I texted one of my friends one morning when I woke up, and I wanted to do something. I wanted to create something, and I didn't want to be a speaker at someone else's event. I wanted to lead something. We can't let negative tragedies or negative events happen and not do anything about it.
They want us to be scared to go to school, but we will go and we will learn. They want us to be scared to go to church, but we will go and we will pray. And we will rise. We need change now. How many more innocent lives have to be taken for our government to take action? This isn't a Republican or Democrat issue. This is about the United States of America and all citizens who live here.
I'm doing this because one of my friends can't. My friend Joaquin Oliver always said that he wanted to make a difference in this world, and I'm doing it for him. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than all of us.
Remember, all of the elected officials who are against us and those who are for us, no candidate will be elected if they are not for the people.
I know it's a very controversial issue and that there are other sides to this, but quite honestly, I can't even see the other side. When someone is killing children, they don't look at who's Democrat and who's Republican. And I really think that we need to come together and create common sense gun reform.
She said you seem to be a little bit angry. I am angry! Hello! We're angry!
Seeing the fear, panic that my friends went through and my teachers, I refuse to just sit back and let nothing be done about it. We've already got one baby step yesterday when that bill passed, and I know that there's a lot more to come. We're going to continue to keep that moving and keep going.
Walmart and Dick's Sporting Goods have acted to ban sales of assault weapons and limit gun and ammunition sales to those 21 or older. Why is it that companies can act but our elected officials do not? We elect candidates into office for the sole purpose of representing the people. Never be taken away, and that's not what we're trying to do. But no civilian should be in possession of a weapon that military and law enforcement are trained to use. We will win. We must keep going a week, a month, a year from now. They say we're just kids. Not only are we just kids, but we are tomorrow's future. Be positive, be passionate, and be proud to be an Eagle. Thank you.
The powerful images playing out across this country today.
And some school administrators say students could be punished for walking out.
Tens of thousands of students staging a massive coordinated protest against gun violence 1 month after the shooting rampage killed 17 people at Stoneman Douglas High School.
Gun control! We want it now!
Today we're participating, in the national walkout.
There was definitely a lot of coordinating.
And it turned into so much more.
In the community and on social media, the survivors of the Parkland shooting have never been movement in the headline for a month.
I've had to go through shooter drills since I was 5 years old. I've never lived in a world where there wasn't a threat of a school shooting, and after seeing all the lives that were taken in Florida, it was kind of overwhelming. It woke me up in a sense.
Today is really about trying to get that voice heard, get that message across to the people who do make these kinds of laws and kind of, put this reform in place.
We should be allowed to express our opinion even at school.
Well, I lost one of my best friends to gun violence. It's just out of control all around us, everywhere.
A conversation needed to be had, especially in Mississippi, where we're very proud to have our guns and we don't want to have the conversation. In other countries where they have gun control, it has been shown to work. America just doesn't want to have the conversation right now.
I plan on marching and I plan on going to Washington, D.C.
I'll be marching in Austin, Texas, in New York City.
In Gulfport, I'll be marching in Gulfport, Mississippi.
I will be marching in Washington, D.C.
I will be marching in Gulfport, Mississippi.
I see light. I see a system I'll be proud of, but it all starts with you.
Never again! Never again! Never again! Never again! Never again!
I just don't want my kids to be next. It's terrifying. I don't want to have to write a will for my parents. I'm only 23, and it almost seems like you have to write a will if you work in the school system or if you know kids that go to school. It's terrifying.
Hey! Ho ho! The NRA has got you! Hey! Ho ho! The NRA has got you!
My brother, he was in high school when he passed away. Ricardo was his name. Can y'all say it with me?
Ricardo! 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 Hey, hey, NRA! Listen to what we have to say! Hey, hey, NRA! Listen to what we have to say! Hey, hey, NRA! Listen to what we have to say! Hey, hey!
Students are the future, we're the young kids and we're gonna make up, the adults of tomorrow, and we can't be the future unless we can get there alive.
BS! Recall! BS! Recall! BS! Recall! BS!
Because this is more than just a march. This is more than just one day, one event, then moving on. This is a movement relying on the persistence and the passion of its people. They know that if there is no assault weapons ban passed, that we will vote them out. If there is no tightening of the background checks, we will vote them out. If there is no shrinking of magazine capacity, then we will vote them out.
Vote them out! Vote them out! Vote them out! Vote them out! Vote them out!
I am here today to acknowledge and represent the African American girls whose stories don't make the front page of every national newspaper.
Today, we take to the streets of over 800 marches around the globe and demand common sense gun laws.
If you listen real close, you can hear the people in power shaking. Today is the beginning of spring, and tomorrow is the beginning of democracy.
For too long, these names, these black girls and women have been just numbers. I'm here to say never again for those girls too.
Guns have long scared our children, corrupted our adults, and publicly silenced our government.
Spread the word! Have you heard? All across the nation! All across the nation! We are going to be a great generation! A great generation!
Back of your head, the thought that where's the shooter gonna enter? When's he gonna come in? Where can I hide? We're done hiding! We're done being afraid!
Since the time that I came out here, it has been 6 minutes and 20 seconds. The shooter has ceased shooting and will soon abandon his rifle, blend in with the students as they escape, and walk free for an hour before arrest. Fight for your lives before it's someone else's job.